Hey everyone, it's Ruger, just out here checking up on the property and gonna do a super simple video today and talk about what happens when this area starts getting developed. So right now, as you see, we use it as a campsite. You know, that's pretty much what's out here. There's a few houses scattered, but say my closest neighbor is about 2 miles, 3 miles, and you really can't see them, you can't hear them. We do see cars pass from time to time, but for the most part, it's all dirt roads. I don't have a physical address here. None of the roads are developed. And more of the houses are towards the center of town, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes from here. So what happens when this area starts getting developed and, you know, it becomes more difficult to camp, or, you know, the things you come out here for are no longer here because it's been developed. So it's no longer quiet. You know, the nights aren't as dark. You really can't have your music on all night. And now you have vehicle after vehicle or roads, kind of people just passing by. And that's something I think about, you know, every once in a while. Every time I come check up on the property, I do see more of the area being developed. You know, especially I've been having this property for almost a decade now, and I've just been looking at it and seeing this area be developed. And I do realize, hey, someday, maybe another decade from now, I will have a neighbor build a house, or the parcels of land next to me that someone will build something or kind of develop it more. At what point the city or the county make an actual road here. So all these things are to, you know, take all these things into consideration when you do buy a property and you start thinking, hey, how long will this serve me as a camping property or something I can rent out to other people that want to camp? It's definitely important. But one thing I look at is the price. When I bought this, you know, I paid very little. And, you know, from time to time, I'll look at the area, see what other lots are selling for. And I would say maybe they're triple, 4 times as much as I originally paid for it. So that's another thing to kind of look into, that equity, that long-term plan to hold and then sell a couple decades from now. You know, my taxes are very minimal on this property, and if I wasn't renting it out, you know, I wouldn't really notice that tax burden. So I wouldn't even need to come out here to maintain it because I'm just holding it as a long-term investment. But looking at it, if it ever does become too developed, or even I don't want to camp out here, something I might consider is selling it to someone who wants to develop and make a house, do some other form right built to add on to their property. But yeah, just something to look at. That's definitely a plan B or plan C, is buying property for that long-term investment. So if you can buy a decent piece of land further away from development, from cities, if that's your goal, to just continuously rent it out. But if you're looking to maybe 5 years, 10 years, then maybe buy somewhere where it might be developed in 5 or 10 years, because you can make some money while it builds up that equity, and then finally sell it when you're ready to move on. So just something to take in consideration. Always look at those areas, look at what other lots are selling for. All right, everyone, stay safe. See you next time.